Alright, so I have to find the missing side, and I know that each pair of figures is going to be similar. So mathematically similar means that the lengths are going to be in proportion for each other. So I'm going to compare the corresponding sides of 12 and 3 to the corresponding sides of 20 and x. So if I put that in the proportion form, because I know it has got to be proportional, I can put 12 over 20 has to be equal to 3 over x. And so what this does is it forces me to look and compare between these numbers. 12 divided by 4 will give me 3. Then I need to figure out that 20 divided by 4 is going to be 5. So x is going to equal 5. X will equal 5 there. So now I know that this is equal to 5. Okay, so now we are comparing these two similar figures. So I'm going to compare these corresponding sides. X will correspond with 9, and 1 is going to correspond with 3 over here. So once again, I'm going to write this in proportional form because I know it has to be proportional. So for the smaller image, I can say x over 1 is going to be equal to, and then for the bigger image, I'll put the 9 in the numerator, since x is in the numerator and their corresponding sides, and then I'll put the 3 in the denominator because that's going to correspond with 1. Alright, I know that 1 times 3 is going to give me 3, so then I got to figure out, okay, if 1 times 3 gives me 3, 9 divided by 3, because I'm going the other way, is going to give me 3. So x in this case is equal to 3. Okie dokie, so I've got these two images that are similar, and the corresponding sides are going to be this x and this 8 corresponds with the side 4 and 16. So if I write this in a proportion, what I can say is that for this triangle, I can say x over 4 is going to be equal to 8 over 16. Right. That way the corresponding sides are both on the top and the bottom. X corresponds with 8, 4 corresponds with 16. Okay, so now I can use some math to make sure that they're mathematically similar. 4 times 4 will give me 16. And since I got to go the other way to get to what x is equal to, I have to divide. So 8 divided by 4 gives me 2. So x in this case is equal to 2. Alright, so let's do this one here. These two figures are similar to each other. So once again, I'm going to figure out the corresponding sides and what they are. So this 5 is going to correspond with this x. This 4 corresponds with this 8, because they are the same sides. They're corresponding sides. Alright, so let me write this in proportion form. So for this, for the triangle that's on the left, I can say 5 over 4 is going to be equal to x over 8. Okay, so to go from 4 to 8, I have to multiply by 2. And I'm going to do to the bottom and do to the top. So from 5 to x, I have to also multiply by 2. Oh. And so 5 times 2 is going to give me 10. So x, in this case, is going to equal 10.